Hey, I'm Bruce Kivo for MMA Confidential Talk. Here with my buddy Rich Garcia, Sensei Rich Garcia. We're talking about UFC 113, Rich. And you were wrong on that card.
That's right. I was absolutely wrong. I took a beating, I think, with Machida that night.
Why do you think Machida lost that fight?
I think Rua executed a game plan flawlessly. His energy, his attack pattern, he came out there ready to win, and he wasn't playing around, and without a doubt, he deserves that belt. He's the legit lightweight champion.
So Shogun finally got the title, the belt that he deserved from the last fight. And I would say he figured out Machida's game plan.
Yeah, right.
Machida changed his game plan, came in really aggressively. Like usually he's in and out quick, does a little damage, jumps out. But Rua just smothered him.
Right.
What's your thought on that?
Yeah, I think he pressed him. I think he pressed the action. He came out there, he landed some clean hits, and that really took his toll early on. You could see that minute that Machida was stunned, his head was out of the game, and that was it. It was lights out. As soon as he got taken down, mounted. Like I said, it was an excellent game plan, and my hat's off to Rua.
I think we both thought it wouldn't end in a knockout on either side.
Right, I thought it would go the distance, so I was surprised.
And unfortunately, we hope he's okay. Machida has an orbital fracture. We hope it's okay.
Yeah, I hope so. I think he is. He's a tough guy. He'll be back.
And they're talking about Rua against Sylvia right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a monster fight. I can't wait. Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But I think Rua right now, he's on top of the world, and I think he's going to be tough to beat in his division for a while.
It'd be nice to see Anderson Silva against Rua, but let's talk about some of the other fights. The biggest highlight of the fight was the after fight when Daley punched Koscheck.
Yeah, straight out of WWE. That was fun.
And Dana White says he's not going to let Daley, Daley come back. Daley's a great fighter.
Absolutely.
He's one of the top 170 pounders. Koscheck did his thing. You can agree with me or not.
Absolutely.
Koscheck did not let ego get in the way, and he took him right down, didn't try to strike with him, because most people don't want to strike with Daley.
Yeah, it looked like Daley could have used a little bit more anti-grappling with the sprawl, and he wasn't prepared. But it's kind of hard to say. Koscheck is a world-class wrestler, so, I mean, if he wants to take you down, that's where you're going. So Daley wasn't able to handle it. And not only that, he executed excellent ground fighting ability.
Excellent.
He looked like a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Excellent. And he's been training his jiu-jitsu for quite a while.
Right.
But don't forget, Koscheck is a 4-time All-American wrestler.
That's right.
And Daley's wrestling,
it needs work.
Was weak.
It needs work.
What about the Kimbo man?
Oh, man, that was something else. Mitrinoe showed a lot of poise and improvement from the last time we saw him. And I think that he has a long way to go before he becomes a top heavyweight, but I think absolutely, he's looking forward. His career is going up. He looked pretty good.
Mitrinoe looked good, and I think Kimbo looked great in the first round, but Kimbo's got arthritic knees.
Yeah, it seemed like the knees were bothering him. That was my worry for him. I thought if his knees were going to give him trouble, I didn't see how he could win. And that's what you saw. The low kicks executed by Mitrinoe were phenomenal. Powerful. They were taking this guy out. You can hear them. It sounded like a baseball bat being swung. And I knew that Kimbo couldn't handle those. He didn't have an answer.
And I've seen you kick. You're an excellent kicker. Wouldn't you say the game is going to those kicks?
Oh, absolutely.
Destroying, like Forrest destroyed the Rampage's leg. I thought Rua was just going to concentrate on the Dragon's legs and destroy Lyoto with kicks.
It's a great opportunity in mixed martial arts, and particularly because of the stance that are being used. These guys are set up for wrestling, so they're putting a lot of weight on the legs. And if you could execute really good leg kicks, the tide could turn in the fight in your favor. And
traditional martial arts was really taking an upswing with Lyoto in there.
Right.
Lyoto is a true martial artist, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But he is a kicker, he's a karate guy. What would you say this defeat has done for that traditional martial arts coming into the forefront right now of MMA?
I think it's stopped it for the moment in terms of, I didn't see when Lyoto won the title scores of mixed martial artists running to the local karate dojo anyway. But I think that Lyoto's still a great fighter. He's still going to come back and be a great asset to the UFC and to mixed martial art in general. But I didn't see an influx of karate schools, or I say mixed martial artists donning karate gis after Lyoto won his belt anyway. So I don't think it did much to hurt the traditional martial arts.
And Alan Belcher,
wow, what a fight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Patrick Cote started off the fight, looked phenomenal. His boxing, he looks like a professional boxer. He was certainly putting on the heat, but Belcher just turned it on and got the choke, and that was it, lights out. That was a great one.
And Belcher put out a shout out to the champion.
Right.
He wants to get a title fight right now, and I think he deserves it.
I think so. Absolutely.
And Jeremy Stephens is awesome.
Oh, what a fight. I think that was easily, besides the Lyoto fight, that was fight of the night.
I was so wrong on that. I picked Stout.
Right.
But Jeremy Stephens, man, he's dangerous.
It was a war of attrition. These guys were going at it, but it seemed like Stephens was the better of the two.
I hear you, brother.
Yeah.
Final question, man.
Yeah.
Do you think the Rampage Rashad Evans fight is going to be as hot and as exciting as Lyoto and Hua?
Well, I think it's going to be exciting because the bad blood between the two. I mean, these guys hate each other, and they've been egging and fight each other for a while. So I think it's going to be an exciting fight. I'm edging Rashad. I think Rashad is the better fighter of the two at this point.
After this electrifying card, man, I'm looking forward to UFC 114.
Oh, I can't wait.
You heard it first. MMA Confidential Talk. Sensei Rich Garcia.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks again.
Want more? Go to inasectv.com to connect with the world of sports. Real-time updates, blog postings, and all the action you can handle in a sec. inasectv.com, connecting you to the world of sports.